Greetings, Stitchlings! Happy 2025! Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia of Yarntail Crochet Co. And it is a new year. This is, I think, my first video of the year. But anyways, for today's agenda, we got a few things that I want to tackle. For one, I want to show you some of the really cool things that I got for Christmas that I am super excited about. Two, I'm going to show you my update on my temperature blanket because yes, I have stayed on top of it. So there are 8 days done. It's January 8th. There's 8 days done. So a week and a bit. And it's so good. Third thing that I want to do is I'm going to show you guys how I make my granny squares. I mean, since I am making a granny square temperature blanket, and I know some of you guys wanted to make your own temperature blankets, I figured I would show you what I'm doing and how I make my granny squares because they're a little different, like everything else I do. Also, I am going to let you guys know at the end of the video officially when my Etsy shop is reopening and hopefully some of the new items that I will have ready for you guys. Let's get into it. So I gotta say Christmas this year was really fun. Christmas Day itself was pretty quiet for our family. We did a little bit of gift giving and gift exchange at my parents' house, and we had a dinner that I made this year and I'm very proud of myself because it was delicious. But yesterday we had the Orthodox Christmas because my husband is Orthodox and my in-laws know me so well. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to go through the gifts that they got me because it is more crochet related than what my family got me. So this year I really want to be a little bit more organized when it comes to the projects that I'm creating. Last year I did not write down a hook size. I did not write down what yarn I used. I wrote down absolutely nothing pertaining to the projects that I was doing. So when I came back to that project a few days later, I completely forgot what hook I had used. I was so unorganized. It was ridiculous. So this year, I plan on using actual like planners and journals, and I'm going to try to use my iPad a little bit more, but I'm not a huge fan of technology. I would rather actually write stuff down and have stuff down on paper. So my in-laws got me these adorable little books. So this is Crochet because murder is wrong. Absolutely, 100%. But inside the book, it's just like your current work in progress, the project name, the start date, the end date, the gauge, the hooks or needles, a little bit of notes that you have for it. So I'm definitely going to be using these ones, especially for the projects that I'm putting on YouTube. So that way I have a plan in place and then I can tell you guys all the information that you need to know in order to do said project. The other one that I got is a knitting and crochet project journal. This one has a little bit more because you have your pattern name, who's it made for. This is especially if you want to do a review for a pattern, which is really cool. You can check off the little hearts if it's a review. You have your gauge swatch, you have all of your yarn information, a project photo. I would really, really love like a Polaroid camera. I've always wanted a Polaroid camera forever. So maybe this year, if I find one on a good deal, I might get a Polaroid camera because I really want to be able to take a cute little Polaroid picture of all my finished projects and like, you know, keep them in a little thing like this because that's adorable. And then I also want to leave like little yarn swatches because I think that's cute. Am I being too much? I don't know. But I am very excited to start using these. Definitely going to keep me a lot more organized, which is very exciting. If you guys saw my last video, know that I am currently obsessed with granny squares. Granny squares are they're so cute and they work up really fast and then you make a bunch of them and then you can turn them into literally anything. So I got this. I'm so excited that I got a granny square card deck and inside there are 50 mix and match designs on the granny squares, and this is just like the simple granny square pack. There's another one that's all flowers, which I may be gifting to myself, but there are so many different versions of granny squares in here. And then on the back, there is the little chart on how to make them. There's a little booklet that explains how to use the charts. So that's great because that was something that I wanted to learn how to do this year. There's a lot of like charts on Pinterest, especially of granny squares, that have always looked super cute, but I have no idea how to read them. So I'm going to make that one of my goals this year is to learn how to read charts. Because I feel like that's just going to make my life a whole lot easier because it's just another way I can crochet more. And of course, what kind of crochet Christmas is it if you don't get yarn? So I got some yarn and it's so pretty. Look at this colorway. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it reminds me of an oil slick. Do you know what I mean when I say oil slick? Like, I love this. I love these colors. It's like a rainbow, but heavy on the purple. That's my kind of rainbow. It's called Monet, and it's beautiful. It came in a 3-pack. I've already cast it on for a cute little kid's hat. And, oh, look at how that works up. It's so cute. So I'm going to continue working on this hat. This is a 1x1 rib knit hat from Passionate Kelsey. Again, I will link the tutorial down in the description below. I'm pretty sure I've linked it in like every video so far. So if you guys have not come across it yet, that's on you. Finally, another thing that I was really excited that I got, because I kind of want to do a yarn review for it, is I got a pack of Lily Sugar and Cream cotton. So I'm a big fan of Passionate Kelsey. I watch all her videos, and she is a very firm believer in the Lily Sugar and Cream, and she uses it for all of her tops and her bucket hats, and she absolutely loves it. And so I was like, I really want to get my hands on this yarn because I want to know why it's so great, or at least why she loves it so much. So I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing a little yarn review on that. I'm not a huge fan of cotton. It always falls apart on me, and I don't like the feeling of it, but I really want to make some like hand towels for my kitchen, and you know, it's a rainbow pack, so that's fun. I'll make a video on this and you guys will see, and I will let you know my thoughts on it. I'm excited to use it. So yeah, came as a 6-pack, which is pretty cool. Guys, I am sick again. I'm sick again. I don't think I have had a month yet where I have not been sick, and it is driving me slowly insane. But my mother-in-law did get me something that is super cute, and it is kind of making getting over this cold a little better because I get to use it every single day. It's a mug. But it is the cutest little mug ever. Look at this little thing. It's a mushroom. I have a mushroom mug. I love it. It's so cute. One of the items that I gifted myself for this year, especially because I've gotten into these rib knit beanies, is this really cute little pack of knitting needles. I just got this on Amazon. It was like, I don't know, 16 bucks. They're probably going to end up falling apart on me, but I mean, so far so good. They've actually been really, really, really good. I bought some knitting needles before, but they had like the extended handle, and then when I was trying to like decrease to close off the hat, I couldn't. So I had to return those ones. They were awful, did not like them. And then I got these ones, and so far these ones have been really, really good. I also am just way more of a fan of knitting with wooden needles. I don't like the metal. The metal makes that like scraping sound, and it reminds me that I'm at the dentist, and I don't like it. And then I also have plastic ones. Originally, the plastic ones were what I started using, and like I still love these ones, don't get me wrong. These ones are from Michaels, but the tips just aren't as sharp. So I like these ones. I will still be using these ones, but I just prefer the wooden ones for now. So that is it for my Christmas haul that I got. Let me know in the comments below if you guys got anything super cool for Christmas, if you got something related to your hobby, something unexpected. Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good holiday, good New Year? Let me know. I'm drinking a honey and hibiscus black tea. So good. Anyways, it's temperature blanket update time. There we go. 7 days are done. As you can see, it started off a little bit warm, and then it got cold. Today is the coldest that it has been. It is currently a high of -8 degrees Celsius, or 18 degrees Fahrenheit, and a low of -11 degrees Celsius, or 12 degrees Fahrenheit. It's cold. So today, finally, I get to change up my colors again, and it's just going to be amethyst and black, which is probably going to be my favorite square. But yeah, so far, 7 days, this is how our blanket is looking. All of my ends are weaved in. I've been a good girl. I've been keeping up with it. This blanket is going to be done on December 31st. All ends weaved. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ah! So we're going to make today's square together. I'm going to introduce you guys to my kitty. It's Mr. Banksy. Ah! Hi, baby. I love him.
Alright guys, so this is how I normally do my granny square. Today I am using Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn in amethyst and black. And there are many different ways to do a granny square. This is just how I do my granny square. Some of you may disagree, and that's totally fine. Once you figure out the mechanics behind a granny square, feel free to do it however you like. This is just how I like to do my granny square. So I start with a slip stitch. I don't like using a magic circle when I do my granny squares. It's just personal preference. Then we're going to chain 4. That counts as our first double crochet. We're going to add 2 more double crochets into the very first chain that we did. Next we're going to chain 2. That's going to be our first corner. And do another 3 double crochets into that first chain. Another chain 2, that's our second corner. Another chain, 3 double crochets into the first chain. Two chain, that's our third corner. Another 3 double crochet. Chain 2, that is our last corner, and we're going to do a slip stitch in the third chain of that first double crochet that we did. And now we're going to change our color. So our next color is going to be black. So we take our black yarn, put it on our hook, and pull it through these 2 loops. I like to hold the 2 little tails together so that way all of my loops stay nice and taut. I go into the corner hole, yarn over, pull through, and then I do a single crochet, and 1, 2, 3 3 chains. That's going to be our first double crochet. 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, that is our first little cluster in the corner. I do not chain in between my spaces. I only chain in the corners. So we're going to jump to our next corner, do another set of 3 double crochets. Chain 2 to create our corner. Another 3 double crochet. Okay, we're going to jump to that next corner and do 3 double crochet again. And you just repeat this for all the corners. Okay, so now we're going to be on our last corner. We only have 1 set of the clusters, so we're going to do 3 double crochet. Chain 2, and then slip stitch into the top chain of that first set of 3 chains we did. Now we're going to change to our purple again. Okay, so again, just to change our color, we're going to grab our purple, put it on our hook, and we're going to pull it through the 2 loops that we have on our hook. Like I said, I like to hold on to the two tails to keep it nice and taut. And again, we're going to just insert into that corner, yarn over, pull it up, single crochet. And then do 2 more double crochet clusters in that corner there. Not clusters, but 2 double crochets. Okay, and now we are on to the 3rd row. We're going to do another set of 3 double crochets in the middle there, and then 3 chain 2, 3 in the corner, 3 in the center, 3 chain 2, 3 in the corner, and so on until we get to our first corner again. Okay, so here we have our finished granny square, looking super cute. Now, because I am doing a crochet join as I go, I'm going to join this square to my project. If you do not want to do the join as you go way, you would just do another border around if you feel like it. And then you can sew all your squares together. But I'll show you how I do my join as I go. And it's really, really easy. It's basically all you've been doing. You're just on your last row going to be connecting it to the rest of your blanket. So this is where I'm going to be joining my next square. I want to make sure that all of my squares are facing the correct way. You can kind of tell the wrong way looks a little messy, looks a lot more knotted. The right way, your stitches look elongated, they look a lot nicer. So we're going to be doing it on the right side. I'm going to take my square here, and I just want to join my black. So black is not only one of my temperature colors, but it is also my border color. And that was just personal preference. I honestly could have done anything else, but I just really like the color black. It is the main aesthetic in a lot of my stuff. So why not? Let's just continue with the black. So we're going to change our color one more time here. Okay. And we're going to work our single crochet into the corner, and we are going to chain 2. I know in like the previous round I said chain 3. That was not right. Chain 2. So we're going to work 2 more double crochets into that corner, and we're going to basically repeat what we've been doing throughout the rest of the granny square, but we're going to stop on this corner with our first set of 3 double crochets. So I'm going to go do all that, and I'll meet you back here. Alright guys, so I have crocheted my border. I have left just the one side without a border because I'm going to be joining it now. So after you've done your 3 double crochet in the corner, we are going to chain 1. We're going to pick up our square, and we are going to sandwich them together so that both the wrong sides are facing each other. I'm going to insert my hook into the top corner of the square I'm joining to. And then I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and we are going to just do a slip stitch. This is going to be that second chain that we normally do in the corner. Now I'm going to work my 3 double crochet into the granny square that we're working on right now. Okay, once we're done, we have finished that corner of our granny square. We're going to join the next section. So in the next hole of the previous granny square, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over and pull through, and slip stitch. Now we're going to work 3 double crochet into the next hole of our granny square that we're currently working on. So this is just a lot of back and forth. I do apologize that I am working with black yarn, so it might be a little difficult to see, but I will be doing a proper tutorial that's a lot slower in brighter colors so that you can actually see what it is that I'm doing. So we finished our next little double crochet cluster here. We're going to, again, insert our hook into the space of the previous granny square, yarn over, pull through, and slip stitch. Okay, we're going to work another 3 double crochet in the next hole of the square we are working on. So we're basically joining to the previous square with slip stitches and then continuing our double crochet border. All right, we got one more hole here. We're going to insert, yarn over, slip stitch. This is going to bring us to the corner of our current square. So we're going to work our 3 double crochet. Again, we're only going to chain 1 this time instead of chaining 2 because we're going to join it. So chain 1, we're going to find that corner hole, put our hook in, yarn over, pull through, and slip stitch. That is our second chain, and we are now going to just slip stitch into the top chain of our first double crochet. Yarn over, pull through, slip stitch. Now we're just going to fasten off. Okay, and we have completed our our granny square for today, for January 8th. We've attached it to our previous granny squares. Now all we have to do is knot our ends and weave them in, and then this is done.
All right, guys, there you have it. The temperature blanket is up to date. Love that square, love that square, love that square, love that square. So I need to make 18 across, apparently. I feel like that's really big. Whatever, it's probably gonna end up being a massive blanket, but that's totally fine with me. So yeah, we are all the way done up to January 8th. It is looking awesome. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to see what it looks like completed. The colors are gonna be so awesome. I just hope it doesn't get like super, super hot, because my super hot color I'm not the biggest fan of, but I still have time to change it. So we shall see. All right, guys, we are reaching the end of this video. Before I go, I want to let you know that my Etsy shop is going to be reopening on January 22nd at 12 p.m. EST. Whatever time I'm at, don't worry, I'll put countdowns so that you guys don't miss it. I'm going to have some new hats in there, some fingerless gloves, some slipper socks, and then of course I have my other hats. I have stitch markers, and there's a bunch of patterns from last year as well on there. This year I do hope to make a few new patterns. I definitely want to get back into amigurumi as well. And speaking of amigurumi and Etsy shops, I was gifted the most adorable little keychain the other day. This is from Froggy's Corner Shop on Instagram. They also have an Etsy shop. If you're a fan of Pokemon, like, hello, it's a ducky with an Espion hat. How adorable is that? And like, the face is painted. The face is painted on. Like, it's the attention to detail, so cute. She gifted me and all of my coworkers these adorable little Pokemon duckies, and so each one of us has our own little Pokemon, and I'm obsessed with it, and it's adorable. And I think you need to go and check out her shop because she has a million other super adorable things. She just made a pear cow. So cute. So yeah, I will make sure that I list her down below so that you guys can go and check out her Etsy shop. Her work is amazing. It's super cute. Like, how can you not love that? That is the cutest little duck with an Espion hat. Espion, I don't know. I'm new to Pokemon, okay guys, but I like this one. So yeah, with that being said, this video is now complete, and I hope you guys liked it. If you do, make sure you smash that like button for me. If you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. I know there's a bunch of you that are watching my videos, but you are not subscribed to my channel. Why is that? So click that button, and then click that notification bell so you can be notified of all of my future videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!